The DENR is not blaming miners for the tragedy in Itogon, Benguet. Still, the Mining Bureau will run its own investigation to determine who should be held accountable for the lives that were lost in the incident. Here's Shyla Francisco with the details.
Environment Secretary Roy Cimatu saw with his own eyes the devastation in Barangay Ukap in Itogon, Benguet after a landslide buried the community during the fury of Typhoon Ompong. By Wednesday, rescuers had recovered at least 22 bodies from the site. The DNR will conduct its own investigation to find out on whose hands the blame falls.
I will be sending a team from the MGP to determine really the culpability of those irresponsible sa ganitong nangyari. We have issued this is a geohazard zone, and during typhoons, especially sa malaking rainfall na yan, they are supposed to get out of the area. Ngayon, in spite of that, nandun sila.
The Mines and Geosciences Bureau refuses to tie the catastrophic incident to mining.
Wala hong mining operation kung saan nanggaling yung debris materials. Because the area, ano ba ang mga situation kung bakit landslide prone ang area? Yung lugar na yun, it's underlain by very thick soil cover, highly fractured rocks, steep slopes. And then the whole month of August, continuous na monsoon rain ang na-experience ng Baguio City. So very saturated talaga yung lupa.
Though the department is not pointing its fingers to miners, still it does not discard the possibility that the industry may have some responsibility into the tragedy.
With or without the mining, magla-landslide dyan. So, ang nangyari lang is nagkataon na yung mga minero doon nakatira. If we talk about the landslide, it is not about mining, yung landslide. Yung landslide pero yung pagkamatay, hindi natin pwede sabihin na it's not about mining.
Small-scale miners had been operating in the area, which Benguet Corporation had claims to. The mining company reiterated that it did not enter into any profit-sharing deal with the miners. Furthermore, BC said that it had exerted all efforts to stop the illegal activities in their property.
Our efforts to dissuade them from entering the area were to no avail. Because in the end, it was the community who was even against us. Because the issue there was the livelihood of the small-scale miners. Amin itong mineral property. It was taken over by the small-scale miners. Kung yung gobyerno na mismo hindi maalis
Benguet Corporation explained they've even offered to donate 80 hectares of their property to be converted to people's small-scale mining areas or minahang bayan sites.
We volunteered to part with our private property so that they will be regulated.
The DNR is stepping in to help regulate small-scale miners. The provincial and local governments typically control small-scale mining operations, while the big ones are being handled by the DNR. Following the incident, the Environment Department is intent on shutting down illegal small-scale mining in the Cordillera region and finding alternative livelihood for those who will be affected.
For the meantime, yung mga displaced workers na doon ay bibigyan sila ng cash for work. How much are you receiving a month? Magkano yung nakikita ninyo? Sabi nila almost 8,000, 7,000. Parang minimum wage rin nung nakikita rin pa lamang ito. So sabi ko kung gano'n, after that, magkakuha naman sila, uwi na naman sila, and they sell it. Ano na nga yan, doon na rin nila binibenta. Kaya it's a really pity na mawalan ito ang hanap buhay nilang ito. But in order for them naman na ma-prevent the loss of lives naman in the future, mas mabuti na siguro if they can find another livelihood. We are not against really yung pag-small scale nila doon, but it should be properly and regulated.
Shyla Francisco, We Are One News.